Hey everyone, Graham Stephen here, and let's be real, who doesn't want to level up their finances? Today we're diving deep into the world of personal finance with Dr. S. Thapa Academy. We're talking about practical, actionable steps you can take to reach your financial goals faster. Whether you're starting from scratch or already killing it in the finance game, this channel is your one-stop shop for mastering your money. We're going to break down complex financial concepts into bite-sized pieces that anyone can understand. Because let's face it, financial jargon can be a real drag. From budgeting like a boss to investing like a pro, we'll cover it all. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready to transform your finances. Remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Let's do this. Alright, let's talk goals. You can't hit a target you can't see, right? Set concrete, achievable short-term goals. Break down big goals into smaller, manageable chunks. These short-term goals keep you motivated. It's all about consistency and small wins. So, grab a notebook and let's map out those short-term goals. Now, while those short-term goals are key, don't lose sight of the bigger picture, your long-term financial vision. What are your ultimate financial aspirations? Early retirement, financial independence, traveling the world. Having a clear long-term vision is like having a compass, guiding your financial decisions and keeping you motivated on your journey. It's about understanding why you're working so hard and making sacrifices in the present. Think of it this way. If you're aiming for early retirement, knowing that you need a certain amount invested by a certain age will shape your savings and investment strategies today. It helps you prioritize what truly matters and make informed decisions that align with your ultimate goals. Remember, your long-term vision doesn't have to be set in stone. Life happens, goals evolve, and that's perfectly okay. The important thing is to have that overarching vision to guide your financial journey and keep you inspired along the way. Alright, let's talk about the B word, budgeting. I know, it doesn't exactly scream excitement and freedom, but trust me on this one. Budgeting isn't about restricting yourself, it's about taking control of your money and making it work for you. Think of it like this. If you were building a house, you wouldn't just start throwing bricks together without a plan, right? The same goes for your finances. A budget is your financial blueprint, outlining your income, expenses, and where you want your money to go. It's about making conscious choices about your spending and aligning it with your goals. Instead of wondering where your money went at the end of the month, you'll have a clear understanding of your cash flow and be able to identify areas where you can cut back and save more. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding your spending habits is the first step to taking control of your finances and achieving your goals. Now, I get it. Budgeting can seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Thankfully, we live in a digital age with tons of amazing tools at our fingertips. There are countless budgeting apps out there like Mint, YNAB, or Personal Capital that can make tracking your spending a breeze. These apps connect to your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically categorizing your transactions and giving you a real-time snapshot of your finances. They can even help you set spending limits and send you alerts when you're approaching your limits. But hey, if you're more of a pen and paper person, that works too. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. Whether it's the 50/30/20 rule, zero-based budgeting, or the envelope system, experiment and find what resonates with you. Remember, budgeting is a journey, not a destination. It's about making adjustments along the way, learning from your spending patterns, and continuously optimizing your finances to reach your goals. Alright, let's talk about emergency funds. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, I'm trying to make money, not just keep it in a savings account. And you're right, but hear me out. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. It's there to catch you when life throws you a curveball, unexpected car repairs, medical bills, or even job loss. These things happen, and without an emergency fund, you'll be forced to rely on credit cards or loans, potentially putting yourself in debt. Think of it this way. Would you rather have peace of mind knowing you can handle an emergency without going into debt, or the constant stress of living paycheck to paycheck, hoping nothing goes wrong? Trust me, having that financial cushion is worth it. So how much should you aim for? Ideally, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. But don't let that number intimidate you. We'll get there. Start small, aim for $1,000 as quickly as possible, then gradually build it up. Now, let's talk strategy. Building an emergency fund fast is all about finding those extra dollars in your budget. And no, I'm not talking about giving up avocado toast. Look for areas where you can cut back without feeling deprived. Can you reduce your dining out budget? Maybe switch to a cheaper phone plan or cancel unused subscriptions. Every little bit adds up. Remember that $200 you were spending on dining out every month? Redirect that to your emergency fund and boom, you're at $1,000 in just 5 months. And once you've got that initial amount, keep the momentum going. Challenge yourself to find even more ways to save and funnel that money into your emergency fund. The faster you build it, the sooner you can focus on other financial goals. Okay, let's tackle those pesky high-interest debts. Now, there are 2 main strategies people use: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. Both are effective, but one might be more motivating depending on your personality. The debt snowball is all about momentum. You list your debts from smallest to largest balance, regardless of interest rates. Then you attack the smallest debt with a vengeance while making minimum payments on the others. Once that first debt is gone, you take the money you were putting towards it and throw it at the next smallest debt, creating a snowball effect. This method is great for building momentum and staying motivated because you see quick wins early on. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, is all about saving the most money on interest. With this method, you target the debt with the highest interest rate first, regardless of the balance. Think of it this way: high-interest debt is like a financial leak in your budget. It's constantly draining your money. The faster you plug that leak, the less money you lose in the long run. Let's say you have a credit card with a 20% interest rate and a student loan with a 5% interest rate. By tackling the credit card debt first, you're effectively stopping that 20% interest from eating away at your money. While the snowball method can be motivating, the avalanche method is mathematically proven to save you the most money on interest payments. So, if you're looking for pure efficiency, the avalanche method might be the way to go. Now let's talk about automation. You see, one of the keys to building wealth is consistency. But let's be honest, remembering to manually transfer money to your savings or investment accounts every month, that's tough. That's where automation comes in. It takes the human element, and let's be real, our forgetfulness, out of the equation. By automating your savings and investments, you're essentially putting your financial goals on autopilot. Think of it like setting up a direct deposit for your paycheck. You don't have to think about it. The money just goes straight into your account. The same principle applies to savings and investments. Most banks and brokerage accounts allow you to set up automatic transfers. Choose a day that works best for you, maybe right after payday, and set up a recurring transfer to your savings and investment accounts. Start small if you have to. Even $50 a week automatically invested adds up over time. And the best part, you don't even see the money leaving your checking account, so you're less likely to miss it. There are also fantastic apps out there like Acorns or Wealthfront that make automating your finances even easier. These apps round up your purchases to the nearest dollar and invest the difference. So if you buy a coffee for $3.50, the app rounds it up to $4 and invests that extra 50 cents. It might not seem like much, but over time, these micro-investments can grow significantly, especially with the power of compound interest. Now, let's talk about investing, and more importantly, investing early. You don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. That's compounding. You're earning returns on your returns over time. Investing consistently, even small amounts, builds a financial fortress. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time, today. Now, you might wonder where to put your money to make it work for you. Index funds are a great place to start. They're like diversified baskets of stocks that track a specific market index. Think of it like buying a tiny slice of hundreds of different companies at once. With index funds, you don't need to be a stock market whiz. It's a simple, effective way to participate in the stock market's growth potential. And remember, consistency is key. Set up automatic investments into your chosen index fund. This way, you're consistently putting money to work. Remember, timing the market beats timing the market. Investing early and consistently is the cornerstone of building long-term wealth. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about making your money work harder for you over time. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your investments grow. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Alright, let's talk about making more money. You're already crushing it with budgeting, investing, and paying off debt. But what if you could accelerate your progress even further? That's where side hustles come in. Now, I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick scheme. This is about leveraging your skills and interests to generate additional income streams. Think about it, even an extra $500 or $1,000 a month can make a huge difference. You could use it to invest more aggressively, pay down debt faster, or even treat yourself to something nice without feeling guilty. The beauty of side hustles is that there's something out there for everyone. Whether you're passionate about writing, photography, graphic design, or even just have a knack for organizing, there's a side hustle out there for you. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Etsy make it easier than ever to connect with potential clients and start earning. Remember, every dollar you make from a side hustle is a dollar you can use to build a more secure financial future for yourself. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Graham, I'm already busy with my full-time job. How am I supposed to find time for a side hustle? And that's a valid concern. You don't want to burn yourself out. The key is to start small and choose something you genuinely enjoy. Think about your skills and hobbies. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Could any of these translate into a potential income stream? Maybe you're a whiz at social media and could offer your services to local businesses. Or perhaps you're a talented writer who could pick up freelance gigs. The possibilities are endless. Start by dedicating just a few hours a week and gradually scale up as you get more comfortable. You might be surprised at how quickly those extra hours can add up to significant income. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, and every step you take, no matter how small, gets you closer to your goals. Chapter 9. Take advantage of employer benefits. Let's be real, who doesn't love free money? Okay, maybe that's a silly question, but seriously, when it comes to your personal finances, you need to squeeze every last drop of value out of every opportunity. And one of the biggest missed opportunities I see is people not taking full advantage of their employer benefits, especially when it comes to retirement accounts. I'm talking about 401(k)s, folks. This isn't just some boring financial jargon, it's your key to a comfortable retirement. You see, many employers offer what's called an employer match, where they'll contribute a certain percentage of your salary to your 401(k) account, essentially matching your contributions. Think about it. This is literally free money that's being left on the table if you're not maxing it out. It's like your employer is handing you a stack of cash and saying, "Hey, here's some extra money for your future, but you've got to meet me halfway." Now, the specifics of employer matching vary from company to company, but you need to find out what your employer offers and contribute enough to get that full match. I'm serious. This is one of the easiest ways to boost your retirement savings without lifting a finger. Let's say your employer offers a 50% match on contributions up to 6% of your salary. That means if you contribute 6% of your pre-tax income to your 401(k), your employer will kick in another 3%, effectively boosting your contributions by 50%. It's a no-brainer, folks. And hey, while you're at it, take some time to explore other benefits your employer might offer. Things like health savings accounts or HSAs, flexible spending accounts or FSAs, and commuter benefits can save you a significant amount of money on taxes and everyday expenses. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can invest and grow for your future. Chapter 10 Outro. That's it for today's video on how to maximize your personal finances quickly and efficiently. We've covered a lot of ground today, from setting clear financial goals and creating a realistic budget to automating your savings, investing consistently, and even finding ways to increase your income. Just imagine, by implementing these 8 strategies, you'll be well on your way to achieving your financial goals and building a secure future for yourself and your loved ones. Remember those inspiring stories of people who transformed their finances? You can achieve the same level of success with dedication and a solid plan. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to Dr. S. Thapar Academy for more tips on improving your finances and building wealth. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.